Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to do a Let's Play, Loading Human Chapter 1. I'm going to do a full playthrough. This is part 1 of Loading Human Chapter 1 VR. This is a walking simulator for VR, and in my opinion, it's one of the best walking simulators in VR. This is a very underrated game. It has a mostly negative status on Steam, and that's due to the locomotion method, the default one, which is the one it only had back when it was released. But now it does have full locomotion and smooth turning, so the locomotion issue has been somewhat resolved. I mean, that was the main issue, was the default locomotion method, and you can change it. It's still a tad bit slow, and the game is not perfect, but it's an amazing game. It's a narrated experience. It's really well done. I really like the story. I really like the game. The full playthrough on my first playthrough took like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I'm going to shut up though during the narrated portions, and that's going to start very soon. But yeah, I really like this game. I like walking adventures, and this is one of the best ones in VR. So I do highly recommend this game. I'll mention some of the negatives though as I'm doing the playthrough, so keep that in mind.
We are the only living beings that have come out of the womb of the earth. Just like a newborn child, we've stolen home from space. And tomorrow finally comes my turn to become a true son of God. For the last time, I will see the sun caressing your skin, mother, before it disbands into the sea of life. My last day, my last sunset, my last night.
Prometheus,
Yes, Lucy.
you need to do the last check to the satellite dishes before departure.
Do I really need to? It's cold outside and I want to go to bed early.
It's minus 40 degrees.
Yeah, I'll put on my sweater.
I don't think a sweater will be enough.
You're right, I'll add a pair of socks.
I don't think a pair of socks will be enough.
Machines.
I really enjoyed this game, but it did have some very frustrating moments just because a lot of it is related to the slow walking speed. So the puzzles here are not very difficult. Most of the puzzles are like fetch quest or just having to find where you need to go or find the item. There is a hint system, but it's not always very useful. And it's kind of frustrating to have to like walk around, try to find where you need to go to find the object that you need, especially when you're walking so slow. So the first playthrough took me, like I said, like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. Originally, I had played this game back in 2017 when I bought it for like an hour, but I got frustrated and I gave up.
So, there I am, for the last time, in this bathroom, again. Let's get cleaned up for tomorrow.
But I recently played the game again, and I really enjoyed it a lot. It has items that you can pick up, and it'll give you like little narrated tidbits.
Gift I made for Alice. All those memories will be lost in time, like tears in the rain.
And definitely was my first playthrough. I was trying to find all the items because I wanted to hear all the narrated portions. But for this complete playthrough, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to do the game as quickly as possible.
My father buying it the day I was about to attend boarding school. I was 14.
So you can actually shave. I think that's pretty cool. I wish more VR games would do stuff like this. It seems like a small thing, but it actually just makes the whole game just that more immersive to play. Makes you feel. You can't shave your head though. That'd be pretty cool if it let you do that as well.
There you go. Clean cut, soft as silk.
So like I said, I'm not going to dawdle. I'm going to go straight to the objectives.
Prometheus,
Yes, Lucy.
are you ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. I just need a good night's sleep.
Perfect. Origin is ready to take off, and the quintessence is waiting for you.
How about the Lazarus?
Both Miss Alice and your fathers are online. There is enough remaining energy to keep them activated for the entire duration of your journey. I received a broadcast from one of our Cassandra network satellites. There is a level 5 Casimir storm on the way.
Level 5, that's a first.
We need to protect the base. Please close the shields immediately.
So, hint system again?
Prometheus,
Yes, Lucy.
you need to secure the base.
I'm on it.
Try the emergency cabinet. It's next to the shields.
There's still my bookmark in it.
Your alcohol level is higher than usual.
Listen, for 6 months I've done nothing but wait for Origin to take off all by myself. What else could I do except drink and read?
You could clean up. Human performances rise up to 30% in a well-ordered environment, and technically it's been 5 months, 23 days, 12 hours, and 23 seconds since Alice was put in the Lazarus.
No need to count the days, Lucy. Never forget what happened.
I personally really like the voice acting.
Yes, Lucy.
The Casimir storm is approaching.
I know. I'm doing my best.
Like I said, I really like the voice acting. I think it's well done in this game. I think I read like a few negative reviews that said they didn't like it. I'm not sure what they're expecting, but for this type of game, I think it's really excellent. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It made the story a better experience for me.
What the hell? Lucy, what happened?
It appears we failed to close the shields in time. The base has suffered a critical energy loss because of the magnetic waves. I suggest we seek the malfunctioning sector and fix it as soon as possible. We still have to close the shields before the storm hits the base.
And where do I find the malfunctioning sector?
I am now switching to energy saving mode. I won't be active until you turn the generator back on.
Lucy. Lucy. She's gone.
So honestly, the puzzles are not difficult, and in the beginning, they're really easy.
That's the code. 18862.
Like stupid easy here.
Now let's go fix that generator. Oh no. Looks like the auxiliary power's failing.
There's not only
Closed room. This is bad.
There's not only a hint system, but you can see here it pretty much tells you what to do, and the item you need is close by.
There you go. He kept using. Yes, it worked. All right, it seems in position. I hope it won't break again before I can open it. All right, so I'm stuck at the top of a broken elevator. No exit in sight. In the middle of nowhere. Can't get much worse, I guess.
And I've interrupted some of the narrated portions by going too fast. I'll try not to do that.
Jeez, this doesn't feel safe at all. I think I made a terrible mistake.
Pretty cool.
This must be my lucky day. So, this looks like the underwater lab's floor. The generator's right behind that door. There we are. Lab. Memories are buried in there. The first time I got here, this place was like a dream. Now it gives me the creeps. How could he do that to me? What the hell was wrong with him?
So I think we can do this now.
Okay, it's on, but why is there no light?
I am back online.
Hey, do you know why there's no light? I turned on the generator.
Let me do a check. Yes, the energy is not properly flowing. Some circuits must have been fried by the magnetic storm. You need to redirect the dark energy's flux. I will try to identify the burned circuits, but the analysis could take me more than 20 minutes. I suggest you use the energy panel and solve the problem yourself.
Okay.
Do you want some music to concentrate?
No.
Your father taught me to sing a song. If you'd like to hear it, I can sing.
What's the status, Lucy?
Everything is up and running, but Alice's Lazarus shut down.
What?
You need to manually reactivate the connection between it and your father's Lazarus.
Will she suffer any damages?
No, the nanobots will keep on regenerating her cells until they die out. Just reactivate the connection and the energy will flow again.
So I cut off one of the best parts, a really funny joke. I'm sorry about that. I solved the puzzle too fast. I shouldn't have started it. That was my fault.
I miss you, Alice.
And I don't believe there's anything else here. I think it just goes by itself. And I think there's just a loading screen here. So let me say again, in my opinion, this is one of the best walking simulators. I really enjoyed the story. I think it's got good cinematic scenes. The animations, as far as facial animations, are not the best, but they're still better than most VR games. Sadly, I guess. And the game does end on chapter 1, like there is no chapter 2. So just when the story is getting really good, I'm really excited to see what happens next. The story ends. Like I said, on my first playthrough, it took like 3.5 hours, 4 hours for me to complete my first playthrough. I really enjoyed it, but there were some very frustrating moments. A lot of the frustrating moments just had to do with a slow locomotion. A lot of the quests, a lot of the puzzles are just finding the right item at the right location, and walking really slow just makes that feel frustrating because you're not sure where to go. There is a hint system, but it's not always very helpful. But I really like the narrated portions. I really like the story. There's a nice pace.
To say in class that the mission is the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters more than your life.
I really like the pacing of this game, and there's some really magical moments. In fact, there's one moment that just really took me by surprise. It was something that I hadn't experienced in VR before, and I'm just surprised no one else has.
New Berlin, what a place. Me and my friends were studying inside the bottles of grog at the Shanghai bar. And then, as soon as we graduated, they all escaped far, far away, chasing the colonial careers.
Like I was saying, there was just like one really surprising, magical moment. In fact,
me here, in this space, what awaits me here, I've been wanting it all my life.
In fact, there's probably 2 of them, and I'm just surprised that in VR we haven't had more stuff like that.
I will save the man who has freed humanity from the chains of gravity, the man who has the world at his feet, the man who has conquered death. I, Prometheus, will save my father.
Please come closer.
And there's lots of nice moments, but also lots of frustrating moments, because like I said, you walk so slow.
Hello, my name is Lucy, and by law, I must warn you that I am an artificial intelligence. Please acknowledge that you understand.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was pretty easy to spot.
Yes, Dorian gave me this voice to keep things clear, as he says. I am artificial, and I shall sound according to my nature.
I see. And what is your duty?
I am the base caretaker. I carry home automation, recreational, and maintenance functions. I control all the digital devices that fall into my wireless area.
Well, nice to meet you, Lucy.
My pleasure. Now please say cheese.
Cheese.
I need to perform an identification check. Please answer these questions by pressing the correct answer on the monitor. What's your father's name?
So there's a little bit of a bug here. It's not really a bug. It's just that I have the recording software in the foreground, and I need the game in the foreground in order to be able to select these items. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the actual game itself, and now you're seeing the game recording, the actual game, and now I can select.
The university that you attended. What is the name of the woman you love?
Oh, that was easy. I never loved anyone yet.
Tatiana.
Are you sure?
Maritza.
Yeah, of course. I think I'd remember.
I see. It appears you failed. To verify your identity, I need to adopt a more invasive procedure. Please look into the retina reader.
What do you mean by invasive procedure?
I will drill a small hole in your eye to analyze your
Cool.
optic nerve.
Are you joking?
Yes,
Sense of humor.
Pretty cool.
Welcome home, Prometheus Barrack.
So now I'm going to go back to the software, the Oculus mirror. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, finally.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Antarctica.
Welcome, enchanté.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Prometheus.
So, how was the trip?
It was good, I guess.
Follow me.
Damn, do you work out, girl? You look like you work out.
So, where did you come from?
New Berlin, Space Academy, freshman 42.
Shouldn't you be wearing one of those splendid white uniforms?
Yes, I should, but I had to abandon everything to come here. Army and splendid white uniform included.
Don't you miss it?
The academy? Nah. All my comrades left for the colony, so I had no reason to stay there anymore.
I don't believe it. No broken-hearted girl abandoned in Berlin?
No, but it could start now. Did I say something wrong?
Yeah. Yes. Now, look, I need to go back to work. We'll talk later. Lucy, can you take care of Prometheus, please?
Of course, Alice.
First an AI with a sense of humor, now a woman with none.
Prometheus, you need to unpack your drone. I redirected it to the loft. Please enter your quarters. This is where your father used to live before he was too sick to walk. Please put your things in order. If you need any help, just let me know. Be careful, there are a lot of antiquities.
Like I said, I'm not going to pick lots of items up, even though they have like audio tidbits. I suggest if this game looks interesting to you that this is a must-buy, because I really liked it. Especially if you like walking simulators, this is a must-buy for VR. Keep in mind, you do walk...
Bring a lot with you.
Only the bare essentials. I couldn't take anything valuable without being traced.
I don't think we ever find out
Who is the lady in the picture?
I have no idea. I must have taken it by mistake.
Oh, I see. Maybe you'll remember.
No, this really doesn't make any sense.
I received a worldwide news broadcast. Would you like to hear it?
Okay, sure.
A VR stream just shows Sudan eco-terrorists with a dark energy bomb. They are threatening to use it against some corporations as a retaliation for the damages they caused to their land.
Ouch. They do have a point, though. Earth is in a terrible, terrible shape. Well, how much damage can a dark energy explosion make?
If properly done, a dark energy bomb can release up to 1 gigaton of destructive impact. Hiroshima was 0.015 megaton.
Wow. That's about 70,000 times more.
6,666.666 periodic.
Enough to wipe out an entire country.
NATO bases are arming their missiles towards Sudan's borders.
Who would have guessed that ecology would become a religion? Think of all the problems they've given my father during his research.
There can be no truce between science and religion.
Hey, how's the situation with the terrorist?
It appears that most of the NATO chief of states have come to the defense of the corporations, and they are now threatening to attack Sudan.
Wow, that was fast.
Alice is asking for you.
Okay, where is she?
She's in the kitchen. First door in front when you exit.
Got it.
So I don't think we ever find out who that girl in the photo was. We don't know if he's being honest or what. Hey Alice, what's up, girl?
Hey, Prom. Your father wants to see you. Now. Follow me.
Yes, ma'am. My pleasure.
So, Alice, you told me nothing about yourself. What's your story?
Well, it's not very exciting.
Shoot.
Okay. So, after earning a degree in genetic engineering in Delhi, I started working in Liberia for a few years.
For whom? Come on, just tell me.
Genemax.
Really?
Yeah, I know, terrible choice. But I resigned as soon as your father asked me to work full-time on the Lazarus project. Big fan.
Then I guess you know more about the mission than I do.
Here we are. We'll talk later.
I mean, I think the facial animations are good enough. Not the best, but, good enough.
Closer, my child. As you know, it is in this land that for years I have fought my battle against death. But this base, once place of hope, has become my doom. I am dying. My body no longer responds to the treatments of the Lazarus.
Are you sure?
Cellular reconstruction is slow. The nanobots can't keep up.
Are you sure you're not already
Speed my
dead?
decay, and I am losing my fight. Death is always faster. Now, even moving my lips requires me too much effort. I need the restoration to be faster. But my dark energy engines are weak.
Can't you build a better one? You invented them.
No. The energy I need is exponential. Only an infinitely superior source could stop my decay. And I found it, child. I found the quintessence. This is why I called you. This is why I need you.
The mission.
I want you to retrieve it for me. When the quintessence will be fed to my Lazarus, even death will be too slow to reach me. And I shall be born again. You will find the coordinates on my desk. Insert them.
So the first time I played this game, I had a difficult time with this quest. I looked all around, and I looked on all his desks. I didn't see anything. Went upstairs, didn't see anything. But the object is actually just right here on this table. And the difficulty is that... I'm sorry. The difficulty is not on the first page. You got to go to the third page. So you got to pick it up and actually read the whole thing. Then you'll see the coordinates that you need. The hint system was pretty useless here. Sorry. Minus 073, comma 44. Enter. So it's loading up here. We're just gonna have a long cinematic moment here. So I'm just gonna relax and be quiet.
The quintessences, or a scalar field of dark energy, that drives the acceleration rate of expansion of our universe. This fifth fundamental force originates from the negative mass particles called filaments and the quantum fluctuations of space-time. To retrieve it, you will guide a spaceship. The spaceship I call Origin.
Where is it? I didn't see anything while coming.
Access the hangar surveillance camera to see it. I will rest while waiting for you.
Really? It's not gonna take me that long. So all you do is this right here.
The robots that you see are engineers specialized in the construction of ships. The same one the Baric industry uses. Each of them is connected to UC, who then coordinates them for the construction. Like slaves with the pyramids, they will work tirelessly during the next 2 years to take you and Origin, Tower City, 10 light years away from here.
But nobody ever came out of the solar system.
Nobody ever had Origin. Lucy,
Yes, Dorian?
describe Origin.
Origin is powered by the only existent prototypes of the E-generation Berg Industries engines, making it the only spacecraft in the world capable of driving an area of the solar system.
Describe his journey.
You will travel 9.5 light years at 94% of light speed in a state of cryogenic sleep. The journey will last 9 years to you and 22 here on Earth. At your awakening, you will retrieve the quintessence and bring it back to your father.
Now, disconnect from the lab.
Certainly, Dorian.
Listen carefully, Prometheus. Once the mission is complete, you will have to activate my regeneration procedure. For this, you will use a code which only you will know. If the code were to be inserted without the quintessence, the reactors would not support the required load and implode, therefore destroying the base and everything with it. That is why it is vital that you keep this activation code secret at all time to everyone, even to me. Too many are my enemies, and walls of ears and eyes. Do you understand me?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell? What are you doing? Stop it. Stop invading my body.
What was that?
A biological pattern analysis in order to verify your compatibility with Origin.
Well, from that number, it seems I just passed the test, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. Now, go to Alice. She will tell you how to imprint the code in your memory. I am out of energy. It is time for me to sleep, not to die.
Okay, that's not
Farewell, my child.
that's not anatomically correct, dude. And you know that. So now we're gonna go see Alice, and then she's gonna have a silly request. Here we are, like in life and death
Orion's
mission.
waiting for you in the kitchen.
First door in front when you exit the loft.
Exact.
Time is of the essence, and she's gonna ask us for
22
something.
years away from home. That's a lot. Lucky I don't have anything I can miss here on Earth.
From an immortal perspective, 22 years is less than an instant. Trust me, I know.
Right. Oh, how's the situation with the eco-terrorists?
It appears that the dark energy bomb was only a hologram.
Never trust a VR stream.
I really hope you will enjoy the space, Prometheus.
I'm sure I will, Lucy. I'm sure I will.
So, her father put us on this quest. I mean, my father put us on this big quest, and she's over here not
There
really
you are.
thinking it's
Sit down,
all that
please.
important. Hello. Yo. How you doing?
So what happened?
Well,
Your father is quite a dreamer, huh?
yeah. What are you doing?
Long story short, this engineer is to be thrown away. But I decided to take it apart to see how this generation is built.
These robots are legally owned by the manufacturer. It's against the law to tamper with them.
Not manufacturers of father. Look, the liquid disk.
The memory.
Yep, the memory. This is the full recording of this native quantum brain.
Uh-huh. And what's your point?
You know that quantum brains are made in the image and likeness of ours, right? So, if I could read one, in theory and with some minor modifications, I could also read yours.
You'd like to read my mind?
Could be interesting.
then maybe we should just ask.
Can you pass me the screwdriver, please?
I like this voice actress.
Thank you.
My father told me that you have a code for me.
I don't. But I know where the printer is. Why don't you prepare some tea while I wait for the results?
Huh? What? No, I'd like the code first.
Yeah, sure. Come back with my tea and I'll tell you where the printer is.
But how am I supposed to make a tea?
You'll
I
find the
don't
recipe in
know.
the greenhouse. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. It's homemade.
Okay, so she's supposed to give me the code. Very important. Has to do with my father, the mission. And she wants us to make her tea. Great. I don't like this mission. There's a lot of walking involved in this mission. Especially if you don't know where to go. I know where to go, but it's still annoying.
This place is huge. What's it for?
The greenhouse fulfills many purposes. Air and temperature management, fresh food, and a place of silence. Most of your father's intuition happened in here.
Do you consider yourself one of those?
I am only an artificial intelligence.
Okay, so the tea stuff is here. So violet tea recipe. Put the bin in the mixer, so we're going to do that. And then it says, pick the red leaf in the Zen room. Now, I don't think we've been told where the Zen room is, but I know where it is because I've already played this game. And you were just walking way too slow, way too slow. We can crouch and pick up the
This
tea,
is one of the leaves I should put in the mixer to get the right tea.
the tea leaf that we need. That's pretty cool, the way they have little waterfalls on the wall, like a little screensaver almost on the walls. But I would think in the future that's still a waste of electricity. Maybe not. Maybe they found a way so it's not a waste of electricity. Pick the blue leaf in the greenhouse. So the blue leaf. Is this the blue leaf here?
Yes, this is one of the leaves I should put in the mixer to get the right tea.
Okay, so we got a red and we got a blue leaf. What now? Mix the two leaves with the mixer in the mini lab in the greenhouse.
Yes, this is one of the leaves I should put in the mixer to get the right tea. One step closer. Okay, this looks fine.
In case you're wondering, it just said to, obviously, push the button, drink your tea. So now we got to go back to Alice, give her this tea mix, and then she's going to want us to, like, bring her a cup, I believe. Yeah, this is not the best quest. But once you know what to do, it's not so bad. But obviously when you don't know what to do, it's kind of unclear. The hint system is not very useful. At least not for every quest. Maybe for that one it is. I don't know. I forgot. And I already missed the kitchen. The kitchen's over here. Alright, Alice. Here's your darn tea leaf recipe,
finally.
whatever.
My tea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Once you taste it, you'll understand why I love it.
No thanks, I'm not the herbal tea kind of guy. Just show me where the code and printer is.
You've come a long way. Relax. There's no rush. We have 2 years left to prepare for the mission, and this space can be very boring. Trust me, you want to try that too.
Maybe you're right. I could relax a bit.
Yes, that's the spirit. Lucy, put some music on.
I can't access my media server.
Why? What happened?
The magnetic currents are interfering with my network.
Oh, strange. Okay. Prometheus, why don't you try put it on one of your father's vinyls? I'll make the tea meanwhile.
It's crazy that he still has vinyls.
Yes, your father is nostalgic of the past, as well as a dreamer of the future.
You find the gramophone in the loft.
Okay.
Be sure to choose a good track. You only have one first vinyl.
So, little spoiler alert. It does matter what you choose here. You have to remember what you chose for later on. So keep that in mind. The vinyl that you pick is very important. So make sure that you remember which one it is. So should we pick this one?
The fact that the music is actually physically written on the disc never ceases to amaze me.
Il piacere del chaos. So that's the one we're going to do. Chaos. There we go. You gotta make sure to have the speaker on though.
Hey, Prom. Come here. It's ready. You better drink it before it gets cold.
Okay. So after this, we're going to end our stream, our recording. And so tea beverage was created by mixing honey with some coffee, with some stew, with the tea mixture. After being put on a burning stove. Oh, that makes sense. And filled with what? With tap water. Yes, we got it all correct. This is probably the easiest one, though. Some of the other ones are hard, just because you have no idea what they're talking about. So we're gonna give to what? To where is it? Ah, sorry, to Alice. I couldn't see it. It's right here. Okay, so we're going to end our stream right after the save here. Yes. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching my stream. This is part 1 of Loading Human, Chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be very soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I'll probably play Chapter 2 tomorrow morning. Thank you.